Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day, but I got a question for you. If cruising is at an all-time high right now, with all-time high numbers of cruisers, all-time high bookings, all-time high prices, why are the stocks still so low? Well, I find myself a little perplexed because I find myself, of the three major cruise lines that we're looking at, say right now, would be Carnival Corporation, Royal Caribbean, as well as Norwegian Cruise Line. Out of those, only one stock price has recovered. Royal Caribbean is actually doing pretty well. They've gone up 25% in the past 5 years to pre-pandemic levels. So their stock price has recovered. However, Norwegian Cruise Line was at $53 in 2020 and is now hovering around $15.75. That's down a ton. And we also have Carnival, which was around $51. It's under $15 a share right now. Down 70% in the past 5 years and showing no growing signs really at all or steady rise in prices. Royal Caribbean seems to be the only one since the middle of 22 that has been on a fairly steady rise in stock prices. And if you look at it, your first thoughts in your mind would probably be, well, they bring out the mega ships, right? So they have the Oasis class ships and they have the new Icon class ships and they're huge. Everybody wanted to get on them. Lots of excitement around the new designs and everything. And people flock to them and their bookings are very, very strong. But if you look at the other cruise lines like Carnival, their bookings are really strong too. Princess is almost sold out for the entire year on many, many sailings. Same with Holland America, same with Carnival. Norwegian, I just tried to book a cruise on an old ship, the Norwegian Jade. An old ship, a 7-day cruise. It was going to be over $5,000 for a balcony cabin. Like, the prices are through the roof. So why is the stock not responding to this? And I'm wondering also if this might turn around on Royal Caribbean as well. We know right now it's a big boom. Everybody's cruising. But the prices are continuing to rise and go through the roof. It's now becoming the cruise lines. I was talking to my buddy Tony as we were discussing going on the Jade, and I said, sorry, I'm not going to do it for $5,000 or $6,000 on an old ship for 7 days in the Caribbean. Just not going to do it. Plus the flights, plus the hotel, etc. I'm not just going for the sake of going. Go and just looking at all the different prices and everything is so high, I'm wondering if cruise lines are now the new Disney. Everyone always has been saying for the past 4 and 5 years that Disney has been pricing out the everyday person, the everyday traveler, the big family get-togethers and everything. It's very expensive to go to Disney. Hotels are $800 a night in some cases to $1,000 a night. Getting into the parks is going to cost you $500 and $600. And then when you get into the parks, you got to pay just to be able to book a ride to get in so you don't stand in line for 4 hours. And even then, you got to pay even more if you want certain rides because they're not on that fast pass system. So it's a very expensive proposition. And now with cruise lines going in this direction, trying to make back all the money they lost in the pandemic, which you cannot blame them for it. But wow, like at one point, is it going to turn around to such a drastic turnaround? Because it's starting to happen in Disney. It might be also other reasons besides the prices. but pricing has a definite factor to do with it. And if cruise lines are pricing out the everyday cruiser, the couple who just want to go away on a 7-day cruise and not empty their bank account in order to do it, I don't know if this model is sustainable and long-lasting, especially now when you look at it and you see all the different places around the world that are starting to say, hey, you know what? We don't want those mega ships in our area now. We think you have too much tourism. We think you have too many cruise ships. Well, there's only so many places the large ships can go. And if ports like Palma and Barcelona and Valencia, Juneau, if all these places start saying, sorry, those mega ships, we don't want them anymore. You better be 4,000 passengers or less. Well, that lets out every Oasis class ship, every Icon class ship, and even some of the Quantum class ships. Not to mention the Sun Princess, Mardi Gras, etc. These ships hold over 4,000 passengers. And will they now be just strictly going to Bermuda and St. Kitts and St. Thomas and can't go anywhere else? Are there only going to be certain cities you can go to? And if we keep pricing things so high and not building the smaller ships anymore, except for the luxury cruise lines, right? You got plenty of Viking Ocean cruise ships going out there, but those are, 2 to 3 times the cost of a regular ocean cruise. Now, Royal Caribbean has said that they are looking at possibly building a smaller ship in the future. Well, it's been a long time since they built a small ship. A long time. In fact, they still have another Icon class coming out, and they still have another Oasis class ship coming out in the next year. We have Princess building the Sphere class now. 3 of those ships coming out, their largest ships they've ever built. And I'm wondering, with everyone so excited about cruising and everything still right now, even though the prices are skyrocketing high, my question is, why are the investors still staying away? What do the investors see coming that we don't know? I mean, if Carnival is the largest cruise company in the world and their ships are selling out and they're all-time highs in pricing, why are they stock market just stagnant? It keeps coming out saying that, hey, this quarter was really good. We paid off all of our debt from that. Hey, we have the new ship and we have Beetlejuice coming on it. It's going to be fantastic. Great. But why are the stock prices not going up? What's confusing to me is if it is the megaship issue, and that could become an issue in the future, then Royal Caribbean's, you would think, would be the stock that would be suffering. But they're the ones growing. And it could be because the megaships can bring in the money. The more you pack onto a cruise ship, the more efficient it can be, and less stops, less ships, more money per trip, per passenger. Makes financial sense, but what happens if suddenly there's no places in the Med that they can stop in anymore? What happens if only 1 or 2 ports in the Caribbean start allowing the mega ships in there? I don't know. At least their stock is doing well. But I'm wondering, I really am, I'm wondering if cruise lines are becoming the new Disney and they're pricing out all of us little guys. I make a very good living. And I'm looking at the cruise prices going, yeah, I'm not going to pay that. And I wonder how many other people are starting to feel that way as well. Well, leave a comment down below. What do you guys think? Why do you think the Norwegian and Carnival stocks haven't recovered where Royal Caribbean has? What's the difference? Do you think the megaships could be becoming an issue over the next 10 years where they just got no place to go? Or do you think, no, all things will turn around and it'll all work out fine? Let me know in the comments down below. Until next time, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.